Okay, we're here with Shaun Wilson, Mr. Mal Gates' right-hand man. Shaun, what's your side of the story? When did you start training here with Mal, obviously getting part of the gym, and what part do you play?
I think I was here about 4 years ago. I used to box as an amateur for here. I had like 2 fights, and then I seen Mal and got talking and started helping out, staying back in classes, and then I just thought, then I had 2 fights, lost, and I thought, it just wasn't for me.
It's one of those things. I mean, not everybody can be a winner at the boxing, but I mean, some of the biggest boxing people are people that maybe had a couple of amateur fights and lost and decided to go in a different direction and things. Obviously, you're another one of those. So, what's your role? What do you generally do in here?
Out lads really want. I normally do the circuits if Mal's on the pads. Sometimes I take them on the pads. Just out that Mal says these need done, I'll do it.
Yeah.
So.
And what about obviously on fight night at the shows? What's
so normally they do the CDs, then sort the corner out, do the tapes, just everything.
But see, I mean, obviously I've been sitting ringside when you've been coming in for each of your fights and things like that, and I've noticed a difference in yourself. Whereas when you were very quiet when I'm not saying you're Mr. Loudmouth now or anything like that, but you were very quiet and like the new guy in the block, and you look very assured on fight night now. Obviously you're in the zone when you're in there. But it's like, what's it like being part of the gym here?
It's the best gym. If I had to pick any gym I could work with, it would be this gym. The lads are excellent. They're just down to earth. I wouldn't pick any other gym. If I could handpick anyone, I would pick these guys.
And what's it like working with Iron Man?
Iron Man Mal?
Yeah.
He's alright, but fight time, I normally get all the stress,
Alright.
He pins it on me, but he just says that it's fight time, but...
They do see a caring is sharing, so maybe... He's always chipping on in the background, isn't he? So, fights coming up then with the lads. You've got Tom's fighting 8th of March. You've got Anthony's fighting on April the 4th.
4th of April.
And Lee's looking to get a fight shortly after that as well. So, how do you see the fights going in terms of what's coming up? Obviously, Tom's fighting Daniel Cope.
I think it'll be can he fight? 100% Tom will win. I think he'd be too much for Dan. I just think it'd be too much.
And obviously Nella's looking at fighting for a British title later this year as well.
Can he be on the team for that?
Yeah, exactly. Well, obviously the fight in April at the arena. Well, the Sky cameras are going to be there, so that's going to be your first time on the... Obviously, you had the Maiden Time and Wear show, so you got a little bit of infamy there, getting on the cameras and things, but what a great event that was, obviously, at the arena, with Mr. Nelson as well. You're going to be becoming a familiar face on the scene, nationally now, aren't you?
It's quite... some celebrities will be there,
Well, at the end of the... I mean, Mal's very appreciative. I mean, obviously, you have the banter, you have the joking on, but... One thing Mal mentioned, he said to me, he was always going to work on his own. He wasn't going to have anybody else working with him because it's the old adage of if you want something done correctly, you do it yourself, and you can't always rely on other people. So the fact he's got you in here says a lot.
There's a few people that asked him to give him a hand and help him out, but he always said he would work alone, but then I came, and then he just says, we must gel. Bounce off each other, we must just work.
Well, he must need the gel for his hair, that's what it'll be. Well, Shaun, if not before, I'll see you on fight night on March the 8th.
Yeah.
But all the best, and make sure your hair's done for the April the 4th show as well, mate. Cheers, man.